Previously, we've looked at how do we add data into Access from an external source. Now, we want to look at how can we export data from an external source. I'm going to come to Access and select my external data. Then I need to choose my source that I'm going to use to export. I'm only going to select one of the items over here. I don't need to open it if I don't want to. In my case, I'm going to choose my query, products info, and this is my active products. If you remember correctly, I have 3 products in my products table, but only 2 shown here because I'm only showing the active ones. So with that selected, I'm going to export, and I'm going to choose a text file. Now I have a lot of different types of files I can export to, such as a regular Excel file, a PDF, even email, another Access database, and I can click on this More and export to even additional sources. It's going to ask me what type of file do I want to export. Queryproducts.txt, that's the extension for a text file. I can change this to CSV if I want to. Notice it gives you some options down below. Some of these aren't going to matter. As a text file, I can't do any type of formatting, so I'm not going to worry about that. Likewise, since I just have my Access object selected, that query in the left-hand side, I don't have selected records, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to click OK. It's going to come up with my information. How do I want it to be split up? Do I want it to be split up delimited or fixed width? Fixed width means that each field has a certain size. It's going to take that size based upon how big that data is going to be inside my database. Typically, we're going to use a delimited field, such as with a comma. I can click on my Advanced button and make some changes, changing how I want to delimit it, maybe with a tab or a semicolon instead. Comma is the most common, so I'm going to leave that. I can also choose how do I want to export my dates. Do I need it in a different format? Maybe a different order, such as year, month, day. Once I have everything the way I like it, I'm going to click OK. Click Next. It's just going to verify my comma delimitation. It's going to ask if I want to include the names of my fields on the first row. You can see it's listed here. It's using a text qualifier of quotes. This is not required. I can choose none. And this is a pretty standard format to not have a text qualifier, but it doesn't hurt anything if it does have it. Sometimes you'll want to have this in case you have, for example, a comma that's going to be inside of your data that you're going to be displaying. We'll click Next, and then it'll be ready to export. I can click Finish, and it will export that data out to an external file. So now I can save these steps, and that's helpful if I need to do this on a regular basis. Maybe I need to export out all my products once a month, and I take that and import it into a different system, or maybe it's a daily process. I can do this, and it just saves me all those questions. I'm not going to save this, so I'm not going to click that little checkbox. I'm going to click OK. Here I have my import that I imported previously. I'm going to choose to open a file. Here's my query products info. If I open it, you notice here's the data that we exported out. It's the same data that I would have had inside of my query. So a real simple way to export data out of Access so we can bring it into another file format, another system, etc.